8th standard students, I welcome all of you to the YouTube channel of SRT. Now today I am going to teach you chapter number 4 of mathematics, that is altitudes and medians of triangle. In this lecture I am going to cover the entire theory, whatever concepts are involved, and even with the sums which are based on construction. Just one request to you, when you start with this particular video, make sure that you have enough time to watch the entire video in one go. Okay? Do not fast forward the video anywhere. If you fast forward it, you may not understand few important things that are being explained in the chapter. Okay? Before starting with the chapter, if you are here for the first time, do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you get all the latest updates. Chalo, now before wasting much time, let's start with chapter number 4, altitudes and medians of triangle of your mathematics. Chalo, let's go. Starting with your chapter number 4. Altitudes and medians of triangle. Students, as far as this particular chapter is concerned, there are two parts of the chapter. One is your construction part, which comprises the major part of the chapter, and second is solving the sum based on property of centroid. But as far as solving of sum is concerned, based on a property, there is only one sum. Remaining entire part is regarding construction. Before I go ahead with the proper exercise that you all are having over here, I'll first talk about the concept that are necessary for you all to understand. Okay, there are two things, as the heading says, altitudes and medians of triangle. तो सबसे पहले ये समझेंगे कि altitude का मतलब क्या होता है and medians का मतलब क्या होता है. Look here, starting with median of a triangle. Definition says what? A segment drawn from vertex of triangle to the midpoint of opposite side is called the median of triangle. Okay, अभी ये definition का मतलब क्या होता है? एक triangle दिया रहेगा. Okay, ये जो point A, point B and point C है, these are called as vertices of the triangle. Okay, so let's take vertex A. From this vertex A, if I draw a segment which connects the midpoint of the opposite side. अभी vertex A का opposite side कौन सा है? BC. BC का midpoint, let's call it as point D. So segment AD is called as median of the triangle. Is that clear? Now, as far as your medians are concerned, you can draw medians from all the three vertices. Okay, AD is a median drawn from vertex A. Similarly, BE is a median drawn from vertex B, and CF is a median drawn from vertex C. Is that clear? So these three, segment AD, segment BE and segment CF, are called as medians of a triangle. तो median क्या होता है समझ में आया? In simple terms, triangle के vertex से a segment which connects the midpoint of the opposite side is called as median of a triangle. Okay. Now, whichever triangle you take, if I draw all the three medians, then all the three medians have to be concurrent. Concurrent का मतलब क्या होता है? They have to meet at a single point. Let's say this is point G that I am talking about. All the three medians, can I say they meet at point G? This point G is called as centroid of the triangle. Okay, so the point of concurrence of medians of triangle is called centroid of triangle. Point of concurrence का मतलब क्या होता है? Where two or more lines meet each other, that point is called as point of concurrence. So जिस point पे medians meet करते हैं, वो point को बोलते हैं centroid of the triangle. Now there is one property of centroid. Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. अभी ये property का exactly क्या मतलब होता है? That I'll explain you when I do the sum with you. Is that clear? तो मीडियन के बारे में आप लोगों को सब कुछ समझ में आया? Again I repeat, simple words में from the vertex to the midpoint of opposite side, a segment that is drawn is called as median of the triangle. All the three medians are always concurrent. Concurrent का मतलब they meet at a single point, and the point of concurrence. Point of concurrence मतलब क्या? The point where all the three medians will meet. That point is called as centroid of the triangle. Clear? Okay. So this was the theory regarding medians of triangle. Now I go to altitude of a triangle. Altitude क्या होता है? A perpendicular segment drawn from vertex of triangle to the opposite side is called altitude of the triangle. मतलब क्या? Let's say this is your triangle PQR. This is your vertex P. From this vertex P, now I am not connecting to the midpoint of the opposite side. from vertex P I am just dropping a perpendicular on the opposite side. तो ये जो perpendicular PS बनाया है that is called as altitude of the triangle. Is that clear? जैसे ट्राइंगल में 3 मीडियंस होते हैं वैसे ही there are 3 altitudes of the triangle. PS is the altitude drawn from vertex P. QT is the altitude drawn from vertex Q. RU is the altitude drawn from vertex R. Okay, all the 3 altitudes are also always concurrent. Concurrent का मतलब क्या? They meet at a single point. Let's say this is the point that I am talking about. जैसे मीडियंस जिधर मीट होता है उसको बोलते हैं सेंट्रॉइड. Where the altitudes meet, that is called as orthocenter of the triangle. Is that clear? So point of concurrence of altitude is called as orthocenter. Okay, apart from that, जैसे सेंट्रॉइड डिवाइड द मीडियन इन द रेशियो 2:1 वैसे ऑर्थोसेंटर का कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है. क्लियर? सो ऑल्टीट्यूड इन शॉर्ट अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, अगर मेरा ट्राइंगल रहेगा फ्रॉम द वर्टेक्स अ परपेंडिकुलर ऑन द ऑपोजिट साइड इज कॉल्ड एज ऑल्टीट्यूड एंड where the 3 altitudes will meet each other, that point is called as orthocenter. तो अभी आप लोगों को ये पता चल गया कि मीडियन क्या होता है, ऑल्टीट्यूड क्या होता है, सेंट्रॉइड क्या होता है एंड ऑर्थोसेंटर क्या होता है. क्लियर? नाउ last part of theory that I talk about, I am talking about position of centroid and I am talking about position of orthocenter. Now ये जो position है ना, position का मतलब here I am going to talk about कि with respect to triangle मेरा centroid किधर lie होगा. There are 3 types of triangle that I am going to consider: acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. जस्ट फॉर योर रिकैप, आप लोगों ने लोअर स्टैंडर्ड में किया है. अक्यूट एंगल ट्राइंगल क्या होता है? अ ट्राइंगल इन विच ऑल द 3 एंगल्स आर अक्यूट एंगल्स is called as acute angle triangle. Right angle triangle किसको बोलते हैं? अगर मेरे ट्राइंगल में any one angle is a right angle, then that triangle is called as right angle triangle. And obtuse angle triangle किसको बोलोगे? In a triangle, if one angle is an obtuse angle, then the triangle is called as obtuse angle triangle. We will be talking about location of centroid in all the 3 types of triangle. As far as your centroid is concerned, it is very simple. Centroid of triangle always lie in the interior of triangle. अभी ये मैंने acute angle triangle बनाया है, ये जो blue color में बनाया है, those are the medians of the triangle. Okay? तो ये जो red color का dot है, can I say all the 3 medians pass through that particular point? So that particular point, now you know it is the centroid of the triangle. Where is the centroid? Centroid is inside the triangle. Here, in a right angle triangle also, centroid is inside the triangle. In a obtuse angle triangle also, centroid is inside the triangle. Clear? तो ट्राइंगल कौन से भी टाइप का होने दो, सेंट्रॉइड इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू लाई इन द इंटीरियर ऑफ द ट्राइंगल. Clear with it? Now I talk about position of orthocenter. Centroid हर एक केस में ट्राइंगल के अंदर होता है, बट ऑर्थोसेंटर में ऐसा नहीं होता है. Depending on the triangle, the position of the orthocenter is going to vary. Let's talk about the 3 positions. In an acute angle triangle, the orthocenter lies inside the triangle. This is the example that you have. ये मेरा acute angle triangle मैंने बनाया. All the blue color का lines that I have over here, they are the altitudes because from the vertex it is a perpendicular on the opposite side. This red color का dot is the meeting point of all the 3 altitudes. So that is called as orthocenter. किधर आया ये orthocenter? This orthocenter is in the interior of the triangle. Clear with it? If a triangle is a right angle triangle, the orthocenter is the vertex of the right angle of the triangle. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Look here. ये मेरा right angle triangle है. Okay. Suppose from vertex P, if I want to draw the altitude, अभी vertex P का opposite side कौन सा है? QR is the opposite side. तो अगर मेरे को altitude बनाने का है from vertex P, I need to drop a perpendicular down, and that perpendicular is nothing but PQ. So PQ जो साइड है ना, it is also the altitude of the triangle. Same way, अगर मेरे को vertex R से altitude चाहिए, तो vertex R का opposite side कौन सा है? Opposite side is PQ. So from point R, a perpendicular on that side, can I say it is RQ? Getting my point? So PQ is one altitude, RQ is second altitude. Now I want altitude from vertex Q. So from Q, I draw a perpendicular on the opposite side PR. So PQ, RQ and this blue color ka segment are the three altitudes of the triangle. Where are they meeting? Can I say they are meeting at point Q? So this point Q is nothing but orthocenter of the triangle. किधर आया ये orthocenter? Can I say it is the vertex of the right angle? Clear? So in a right angle triangle, orthocenter is the vertex of the right angle of the triangle. Is that clear? And if I have an obtuse angle triangle, let's talk about triangle LMN. ये जो ब्लू कलर का मैंने तीन लाइन बनाया है, they are nothing but altitudes of the triangle. And where are these altitudes meeting? They are meeting over here. Can I say this orthocenter is outside the triangle? That's why it is written over here. In an obtuse angle triangle, your orthocenter lies outside the triangle, or you can also say in the exterior of the triangle. Okay. Centroid में ये झंझट नहीं था. In centroid, all the three cases, centroid is inside the triangle. But orthocenter का position, remember, acute angle triangle में it is inside, right angle triangle में it is on the vertex of the right angle, and in obtuse angle triangle it is in the exterior of the triangle. Whatever I have written over here, this covers the entire basic theory of the chapter. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this entire thing so that you can zoom the picture for your reference. Is that clear? I give you a minute to take a screenshot of this. Okay, I hope you have done it. Okay, now we start with the exercise part. Chalo, let's start with the sums now. Practice set 4.1. Now question number 1 says what? Diagram is given to you. They are saying in triangle LMN, dash is an altitude and dash is a median. Here we are assuming that point Y is midpoint of segment MN. Okay, अभी which is the altitude? Altitude का मतलब क्या होता था? Altitude means from the vertex a perpendicular on the opposite side. So from the vertex perpendicular on the opposite side is LX. So I will write over here as my answer that segment LX is an altitude, and if Y is the midpoint, median कौन सा होगा? What was median? From the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So LY will be the median, which I will write it as seg LY is a median. Clear? Here you just have to fill in the blanks over here. Okay, now I come to question number. Okay students, now we start with the construction part. Now see what the question says. Practice set 4.1. Draw an acute angle triangle PQR. Draw all its altitude. Name the point of concurrence as point O. Now when we are doing construction, one thing please be careful. See the instruments that are required first. First of all, you will need a compass. A compass should be a normal compass. Meped ka or any other stylish compass is not required. A compass which has a normal small pencil attached to it. अभी pencil कैसे attach करने का? In case if you are using this for the first time, this pencil you will put from here, loosen the screw, and ये किधर तक रखने का? Till this point and this point are at the same level. Then tighten the screw. Is that clear? That is how you fix your compass. Then you will require a good eraser. Then you need a Faber-Castell plastic 15 centimeter scale. Please use a 15 centimeter scale only, and preferably of Faber-Castell company. Then you need a pen pencil. Please do not make use of normal pencil. Okay, your diagram is not going to come good. A pen pencil which has HB 0.5 lead attached, 0.5 mm lead. Is that clear? Okay, so these are the things that are required. Please do not purchase a geometry box or anything. It will be unnecessarily very costly, because these are the only things that we require in order to do the sums, and obviously a pen in order to write something. Clear? Chalo, let's start now. Now over here, question says what? I need to draw a acute angle triangle PQR. I need to draw its altitude and then name the point of concurrence as point O. Clear? Now Whenever there is any construction that you draw, there are two constructions that you need to do. One is your analytical figure and second is your fair figure. Analytical figure will be done towards the corner, right hand side corner, and fair figure will be done at the center of the page. Clear? And preferably use one entire page for one sum of construction. First, I start with analytical figure. Now, what is an analytical figure? Analytical figure is a diagram that will give you a rough idea about what is the diagram that they are asking for. This analytical figure which I will be drawing, you are not supposed to take any proper measurement and you are not supposed to draw any arcs over there. Clear? Now, let's draw a acute angle triangle PQR. Okay, so this is your triangle PQR. Name it as per the requirement PQR. Is that clear? Now I need to draw its altitude. Altitude का मतलब क्या होता है? From the vertex, a perpendicular on the other side. No need to exactly take measure using protractor or anything. Directly keep your scale like this so that it is you are drawing a straight line from point P on the other side. So this is your first altitude. Because it is an altitude, don't forget to put a perpendicular sign. Then from vertex Q, I need to draw a perpendicular on side PR. So let's say this is your second altitude. You can extend it and you can put an arrow. That is totally your choice. Arrow banaya to bhi chalega, nahi banaya to bhi chalega. Clear? Then from point R, when I draw the third altitude, make sure that it will pass through the same point of intersection. Okay, because all the three altitudes should be concurrent. Okay, so this is your third altitude. A perpendicular sign over here. Perpendicular sign line के ये side भी डाल सकते हैं and on this side also if you do it is okay. This point of intersection they are telling is to name it as point O, and altitudes का naming is not specified in the question. You can take any naming that you want. Let's call this A, this point as B, this point as C. So PA is the first altitude, QB is the second altitude, RC is your third altitude. This is your analytical figure. So I make a mention over here, analytical figure. Okay, and underline it. ये जो मैंने analytical figure लिखा है, I am writing it with pen so that the diagram will look darker. But when you write it in your notebook, you have to write this in pencil and underlining also in pencil. ये जो मैंने naming किया है, these naming also should be done in pencil only. Is that clear? Okay, I am drawing diagrams using pen, but you are not supposed to make use of pen anywhere. Okay, chalo, now let's start with the fair figure. And one more thing, you might have a doubt कि ये analytical figure कितना बड़ा होना चाहिए. Approximately it should cover around 6 to 7 lines of your notebook. It should not be drawn very small. Around 7 lines is okay. Now I start with the fair figure. सबसे पहले I draw a acute angle triangle. Okay, now this is your triangle. Name it as per the requirement P, Q, R. How big the triangle should be, it depends. You can make use of around 7 to 8 lines of your notebook. Clear? For your fair figure. Okay, now in your compass, okay, I am making use of pen so that the diagram will look darker, but you are not supposed to make use of pen. You have to do everything using pencil. Abhi, what is the process of drawing an altitude? Let's try to understand. From point P, I need a perpendicular on side QR. जिस point से altitude चाहिए ना, you will keep your compass point over there. So I keep my compass point on P and I want perpendicular on side QR. So I'll draw arcs on side QR. So keeping your point at P, now I am drawing perpendicular on the opposite side. So for that, I am first drawing arcs on the opposite side. These are the two arcs that I got. Understood what I did? Keeping your compass point on P, I draw two arcs on side QR. Then keep your compass ka point on that arc. You have to take more than half between the section of the arc. अभी more than half अगर नहीं समझ में आता है, you extend it up till the second arc second arc and slightly less than that. Okay, draw one arc this side, one arc this side. Is that clear? Please do not draw very big arcs. Okay, then keep your compass point over here. Do not change the measurement now. Cut your previous arcs. Previous arcs cut ho gaye. Now what I need to do is this point P, this point of intersection of two arcs and this point of intersection, all the 3 points should come on a straight line. So I'm keeping my scale in such a way that point P, this intersection point and this intersection point are in a straight line. I connect them using a straight line. Is that clear? This becomes your first altitude. Don't forget to put a perpendicular sign. Is that clear? Okay. Then now I want altitude from Q on side PR. So I follow the same process. My altitude should pass from point Q. So I keep my compass point on Q and I will draw two arcs on side PR. So, okay, this is your first arc, this is your second arc. Clear? Then using these two arcs, I'll draw intersecting arcs on the two sides. So, how I'll do? I'll keep my compass point over here. मोर देन हाफ चाहिए, नहीं समझता है तो ये सेकेंड आर्क तक एक्सटेंड किया, स्लाइटली लेस देन दैट, one arc this side, one arc on the other side. Then I keep my compass point over here, cut the previous arcs. अभी ये वाला आर्क कट नहीं हुआ इधर, तो क्या करने का, वापस वो वाले आर्क के ऊपर कंपास रखा and extend it further. Is that clear? Now point Q, this point and this point should come in a straight line. So I arrange my scale in such a way that all three I get it in a straight line and I connect them. This becomes your second altitude. Don't forget to put a perpendicular sign. Okay. Now point P से altitude हो गया, point Q से altitude हो गया. Now I am drawing altitude from point R. So I repeat the same thing. Keeping your compass point on point R, I want altitude on PQ. So what I'll do, I'll draw arcs on PQ. This is your first arc. Okay. This is your second arc. Then using these two arcs, I'll draw more two intersecting arcs on the opposite side. So let's say this is your first arc this side and I draw an arc this side. Then ये वाले point के ऊपर रखा. Okay. I draw this and I draw an arc over here. But here it is not intersecting. So I again come back to my previous point over here. Okay. And I extend it. Clear? Now which 3 points should come? ये वाला point, ये वाला point and ये वाला point. So I arrange my scale in such a way and make sure that when you are drawing the third altitude, it has to pass through the same point of intersection of the two altitudes. If it does not pass through this, it means that you have done some error in the construction. Okay, I connect that. This is your third altitude. Is that clear? Okay, now, okay, don't forget to put a perpendicular sign. Perpendicular sign over here. Clear? This completes your entire construction part. Now see the naming. जो naming आप लोगों ने ये analytical figure में किया है, exactly the same naming should be done over here. So this is your A point, this is your B point, C point, and this point of intersection I call it as O. Is that clear? Construction is done. Check करने का, all the 3 perpendicular signs should be there. Okay. After that, whatever you have drawn, just write it in a statement form. So I'll say my segment PA, comma, segment QB and segment RC are the 3 altitudes and point O is their point of concurrence. This completes your entire sum. Okay. Now ये जो मैंने लिखा है ना, this should be written using a pen. बाकी सब कुछ naming, analytical figure, everything should be done using pencil only. Is that clear? This completes your question number 2. Okay. Okay, students, now this is your question number 3 says what? Draw an obtuse angle triangle STV, draw its medians and show the centroid. Now previous question we spoke about altitude, here we are supposed to draw median. Median का मतलब क्या होता है आप लोगों को पता है. It is a segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the opposite side. Okay, सबसे पहले we will draw the analytical figure. It is an obtuse angle triangle, so in your analytical figure accordingly I am drawing. Let's say this is your obtuse angle triangle. According to the naming that they have given in the question, again I repeat students that I am drawing diagrams using pen, but you are not supposed to make use of pen anywhere. You will be drawing diagrams using pencil. I am drawing it with pen for better visibility. Okay. This is your point S, this is your point T, this is STU, this is your point U. Draw triangle STU, draw its median and show the centroid. अभी मेरे को medians बनाने का है, तो ये TU का let's say approximate, this is the midpoint. In analytical figure you are not supposed to take any measurement, okay, but things should be approximately correct. So from vertex I join it to the midpoint of the opposite side, so this becomes your first median. Then ये वाले side का let's say this is the midpoint. From the vertex I connect this, okay, and now when I'm drawing the third median now, it has to pass through this point. So I directly connect this point, keep my scale in such a way that my median will pass through this point. Clear? अभी इधर किधर भी परपेंडिकुलर नहीं है, it is passing through the midpoint, so mark those midpoint like this. This similar signs means what? That this part and this part are equal. Midpoint over here. अगर इधर दो लाइन यूज किया है, here I am using 3 lines and over here I am making use of a single line. Is that clear? You cannot put two lines everywhere. The marking should be different. Okay, name the medians. You can use any naming. I am calling point A over here, B over here, C over here, and centroid I am calling it as point G. Clear? Now one thing understand students कि ये जो midpoint है ना, okay, in order to plot this midpoint I'll have to draw a perpendicular bisector. वो आपको fair diagram में समझेगा. Analytical figure में only one perpendicular bisector if you show, it is okay. And this perpendicular bisector you have to show using dotted lines like this. अभी ये क्या है, ये फेयर डायग्राम में एग्जैक्टली आप लोगों को समझ में आएगा. Here I'll write analytical figure. ये जो analytical figure लिखते हो पेंसिल में लिखने का, and underline it using a scale. ये हो गया आपका एनालिटिकल फिगर. नाउ आई स्टार्ट विद द फेयर फिगर. अभी फेयर फिगर में सबसे पहले मेरे को क्या करने का है, ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल ट्राइंगल. ओके, सो स्टार्टेड टुवर्ड्स द राइट हैंड साइड ऑफ द पेज. ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल ट्राइंगल के ऊपर कुछ भी सम आता है ना, टुवर्ड्स द राइट चालू करने का. ओके, नेतर वो मार्जिन के वो साइड चले जाएगा. एंड ज्यादा ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल बड़ा मत लेना, छोटा सा ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल लेना. इट शुड बी जस्ट मोर देन 90 डिग्री. क्लियर? सो दिस इज योर ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल ट्राइंगल. एंगल अगर बड़ा लोगे तो डायग्राम बनाने में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आएगा. ओके, सो दिस इज योर ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल ट्राइंगल STU. ओके, नाउ आई वॉन्ट अ मीडियन. फॉर मीडियन अगर मेरे को S से मीडियन बनाने का है, आई वॉन्ट अ मिड पॉइंट ऑफ दिस साइड. आप लोग क्या करोगे, इधर स्केल पे मेजर कर लोगे. ये 6 सेंटीमीटर मैंने बनाया तो 3 सेंटीमीटर पे पुट अ मार्किंग. दिस विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज रॉन्ग. कंस्ट्रक्शन में सब कुछ यू हैव टू ड्रॉ यूजिंग अ कंपास. तो in construction the only method to get the midpoint is by drawing perpendicular bisector of the segment. अभी perpendicular bisector कैसे बनाते हैं, look here. If I want perpendicular bisector of segment TU, you are supposed to make use of end points of that segment to draw the arcs. So using point T and point U, I am drawing two intersecting arcs. Okay, कैसे, look here. Keep your compass point on U, more than half. More than half नहीं समझ में आता है, T तक एक्सटेंड करो, थोड़ा सा कम. इज दैट क्लियर? ड्रॉ वन आर्क अप, वन आर्क डाउन. क्लियर? देन कीप योर कंपास पॉइंट ऑन पॉइंट T and draw one arc here, one arc here. अभी ये इधर बरोबर से इंटरसेक्ट नहीं होता है. What you can do, come back on point U and थोड़ा सा extend कर दो. Now you have proper intersecting arcs. Make sure that I have not drawn any arcs on the segment. Altitude में segment के ऊपर arc आता था point S से arcs on the opposite side, but in perpendicular bisector there are no arcs on the segment that I have drawn. Okay, now ये मेरा perpendicular bisector है. Since this is not the main part of your diagram, you will draw this perpendicular bisector with dotted lines only. Okay, this is your first perpendicular bisector. And why have I drawn this perpendicular bisector, students? Only to locate the midpoint. Okay, ये perpendicular sign and bisector sign ऐसे means that this is your point A जो मैंने इधर analytical figure में बनाया था. Is that clear? Now over here I got midpoint. A is the midpoint. This midpoint and this is my opposite vertex. So this becomes my first median. So what was the only purpose of drawing this perpendicular bisector? To get the midpoint of the segment. तो मेरा first median हो गया. Now let's say I want a median from point U on side ST. For that, first I'll have to locate the midpoint of ST. To locate the midpoint of ST, I'll draw perpendicular bisector of ST. अभी perpendicular bisector of ST चाहिए. What did I tell you? जो segment का perpendicular bisector चाहिए, वो segment का end points you will use to draw the arcs. Okay, so I keep my compass point on point T. Till S I am extending and thoda sa come so that I get more than half. I draw one arc this side and second arc I draw on the other side over here. Let's say this. Then keep your compass point on point S. I'm not changing any measurement. Drawing this arc over here and on the other side this arc. So now I got these two intersecting arcs. I join them by making use of dotted lines. Dotted lines, why? Because this is not perpendicular bisector is not asked in the question. We are drawing perpendicular bisector only to get the midpoint. So I draw a dotted line. Arrows on both the sides not to forget. परपेंडिकुलर साइन और जैसे ये एनालिटिकल फिगर में 3 लाइंस का बाइसेक्टर साइन है वैसे ही इधर 3 लाइंस का बाइसेक्टर साइन. दिस पॉइंट बिकम्स द मिड पॉइंट विच आई कॉल इट एज पॉइंट सी. मिड पॉइंट मिल गया तो पॉइंट यू एंड द मिड पॉइंट यू आर गोइंग टू कनेक्ट. इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ पॉइंट यू एंड मिड पॉइंट जब भी मैं कनेक्ट करेगा, ओके, लुक हियर, ये हो गया मेरा मीडियन. Is that clear? So UC is your second median. Now I want median drawn from. मैंने कौन से vertex से median बनाया students? I have, if you see, I have drawn median from vertex S and from vertex U. So which is the only vertex that is left now? The only vertex that is left now is vertex T. Okay. So from T I want a median ऑन SU. उसके लिए मेरे को SU का मिड पॉइंट लोकेट करना पड़ेगा. अभी SU का मिड पॉइंट के लिए क्या करोगे? परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ SU. एंड टू ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ SU यू विल मेक यूज ऑफ एंड पॉइंट्स, दैट इज योर पॉइंट S एंड पॉइंट U. सो लुक हियर, ये इधर से आई टेक अप्रोक्सीमेटली मोर देन हाफ. वन आर्क दिस साइड, सेकेंड आर्क दिस साइड. देन keep your compass point on point S. One arc this side, another arc this side. If you go to see, मेरे दोनों arc intersect नहीं हुए तो मैं क्या करेगा? Again I'll come back to my point U and extend it. ये वाला और इसको मैंने extend कर दिया. अभी because I have drawn with pen, I don't have an option. But in your case, ये जो extra portion है ना, with an eraser, you have to erase that arc so that ज़्यादा बड़ा आर्क नहीं लगेगा. इट मेक्स थिंग्स लुक अनटाइडी. इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ आई विल ड्रॉ अ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर एंड परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर नीड नॉट पास थ्रू द वर्टेक्स. खाली ये और ये आर्क कनेक्ट करने का. सो दिस इज योर थर्ड परपेंडिकुलर साइन ओवर हियर एंड जैसे मैंने एनालिटिकल फिगर में सिंगल मार्किंग किया था बाइसेक्टर साइन. Is that clear? And this midpoint I will call it as point B. Is that clear? Now I got the midpoint. This is my vertex, midpoint and vertex I need to join. And if I go to see over here, मेरा first median SA था, second median UC था, and can I say ये देखो same point से pass हो रहा है मेरा तीसरा median. All the three medians should be concurrent. If it does not pass through the same point of intersection, then there is some error in your construction. This centroid, I call it as point G. Is that clear? This completes your entire diagram. बाद में नीचे क्या लिखोगे? मेरे को medians बनाने बोला था, तो I'll say your segment SA, comma, then segment UC and segment ओके SA हो गया, U हो गया, देन TB are three medians एंड क्वेश्चन में शो द सेंट्रॉइड बोला है, तो आई विल से एंड पॉइंट G is centroid of triangle STU. Is that clear? Okay. अभी मैंने एनालिटिकल फिगर है ना, नो नीड टू ड्रॉ ऑल द थ्री परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. तीनों मीडियन बनाओ, ओनली वन परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर इफ यू शो इन एनालिटिकल फिगर इट इज ओके. इन द फेयर डायग्राम यू डोंट हैव एन ऑप्शन विदाउट परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट द मिड पॉइंट. Understood the entire sum? Okay, now let's go to the next question. Okay, now question number 4. Now student, this question is a very important question and slightly difficult. See what it says. Draw an obtuse angle triangle LMN, draw its altitudes and denote the orthocenter by O. अभी सबसे पहले I need to draw an obtuse angle triangle LMN. So in my analytical figure, students, again I repeat, I am drawing diagrams using pen only for better clarity. You are supposed to draw each and everything with pencil only. Drawing diagrams or giving any namings with pen is not allowed. Okay. Now, obtuse angle triangle. I am drawing first. Analytical figure का size कितना होना चाहिए? As I told you, it should be approximately 6 to 7 lines of your notebook. That much is sufficient. So this is your obtuse angle triangle as per the naming that they have given. L, this is M, this is N. Now I need to draw altitude. As I have already told you in the initial theory part, orthocenter for an obtuse angle triangle is going to be outside the triangle. अभी वो कैसे आता है देखो. From point L, if I want to draw an altitude, from point L I need to drop a perpendicular on the opposite side MN. लेकिन if I draw a perpendicular over here, it is not going to come on MN. वो MN के left hand side में shift हो जाएगा. तो क्या करने का? In such case, okay, you can extend MN, and whatever you extend, that extension you have to show by dotted lines. Is that clear? Okay. Because of this extension, now you get a proper altitude. Is that clear? Okay. So this is your first altitude. Altitude, your choice, you can name anything. I call this point as A. Clear? अभी मेरा altitude point A से हो गया. Now I want altitude from point N. Now from point N, when I draw perpendicular on side LM, ये देखो, ये मेरा entire side LM है. इधर से perpendicular जब भी मैं बनाएगा ना, वो इधर बनाएगा तो वो 90 डिग्री नहीं होगा. Perpendicular is going to come like this, and if it comes like this, it has to intersect LM. So इधर तो intersect नहीं कर रहा है. In such case, this also I will extend it by dotted lines. So altitude अगर extended portion को intersect करता है तो भी चलेगा. Is that clear? Okay. So this is my altitude. अभी ये जो altitude है ना, साइड तक ऑल्टीट्यूड हो गया, बट आई नीड टू मेक द ऑल्टीट्यूड्स इंटरसेक्ट ईच अदर, एंड दैट इज व्हाई ये जो ऑल्टीट्यूड है आई एम एक्सटेंडिंग इट फर्दर सो दैट दे इंटरसेक्ट. इज दैट क्लियर? सो दिस बिकम्स योर सेकेंड ऑल्टीट्यूड. परपेंडिकुलर साइन ओवर हियर, ये साइड है, ये ऑल्टीट्यूड है, इंटरसेक्शन पे परपेंडिकुलर साइन. दिस पॉइंट आई कॉल इट एज पॉइंट बी. Clear? Then now I want altitude from point M. From point M I need to draw a perpendicular on the opposite side. That will be my altitude. But all the three altitudes I need to make them intersect. And now ये जो altitude है ओके अगर मैं बनाएगा वो आगे एक्सटेंड करने से तो इंटरसेक्ट नहीं होएगा, लेकिन उसको पीछे एक्सटेंड करेगा तो इससे इंटरसेक्ट करेगा. गेटिंग माई पॉइंट. एंड ऑल द ऑल्टीट्यूड शुड बी कॉन्करेंट. तो ये थर्ड ऑल्टीट्यूड में जब भी बनाएगा ना ऐसे रैंडमली मत बनाना. मेक श्योर दैट ऑन एक्सटेंशन इट हैज टू पास थ्रू दिस पॉइंट. सो दिस इज योर ऑल्टीट्यूड एंड जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन इसको मैं पीछे के साइड में एक्सटेंड कर रहा हूं. ऑल्टीट्यूड जब भी एक्सटेंड करते हो ना डॉटेड लाइन से एक्सटेंड मत करना. ऑल्टीट्यूड का एक्सटेंशन विल बी विद सॉलिड लाइन. ट्राइंगल का एक्सटेंडेड पार्ट शुड बी विद डॉटेड लाइन. तो ये मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन हो गया. दैट इज योर ऑर्थो सेंटर पॉइंट O एंड दिस ऑल्टीट्यूड आई नेम इट एज C. तो ये देखो एनालिटिकल फिगर के लिए भी जगह लगेगा. इधर यू विल राइट एनालिटिकल फिगर. ये जो मैंने एनालिटिकल फिगर लिखा है ये भी आपको पेंसिल से लिखने का है एंड देन अंडरलाइन इट. Clear? Now students, if you don't have enough space in your notebook, then the fair figure, please draw it on a new page because this diagram is going to require a lot of space. And जब भी obtuse angle triangle के ऊपर sum होता है ना, okay, always remember that you have to start from the right side of the page. Okay? तो सबसे पहले I draw my obtuse angle triangle now. राइट हैंड साइड से मैं चालू कर रहा हूं, नहीं मेरा लेफ्ट हैंड साइड मार्जिन के वो साइड क्रॉस कर देगा. ओके ओके ये मेरा हो गया ऑब्ट्यूस एंगल ट्राइंगल. ओके नेमिंग दिस इज योर पॉइंट L, दिस इज योर पॉइंट M, दिस इज योर पॉइंट N. अभी ऑल्टीट्यूड बनाने का प्रोसेस क्या था. सपोज इफ आई वांट ऑल्टीट्यूड फ्रॉम पॉइंट L, देन फ्रॉम पॉइंट L आई नीड परपेंडिकुलर ऑन MN. As I explained you in the analytical figure, okay, you need to extend this. क्योंकि देखो ना, सपोज अगर मैंने मेरे पॉइंट L पे मैंने कंपास का पॉइंट रखा एंड इफ आई ट्राई टू ड्रॉ आर्क्स ऑन MN, ये साइड में तो आर्क बाहर जा रहा है एंड ये साइड में आर्क अंदर आ रहा है. तो ये साइड जिधर आर्क बाहर जा रहा है यू नीड टू एक्सटेंड द साइड फर्स्ट. तो क्या करेगा मैं, सेम लाइन में एक्सटेंड होना चाहिए. ओके एंड एक्सटेंशन ऑफ साइड्स ऑफ ट्राइंगल विल बी विद डॉटेड लाइंस लाइक दिस, विल बी विद डॉटेड लाइंस. इज दैट क्लियर? ओके ये मैंने एक्सटेंड किया. नाउ आई विल कीप माई कंपास पॉइंट ऑन पॉइंट L, one arc over here and second arc over here. These are the two arcs that I got. Using these two arcs, I'll draw more two intersecting arcs. क्या करने का, more than half. नहीं समझता है तो दूसरे arc तक extend किया, थोड़ा सा कम किया. One arc over here, second arc over here. Keep your compass point over here without changing the measurement. Intersect your previous arcs. इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट मिल गया. नाउ 3 points. Which 3 points students? ये वाला पॉइंट, ये वाला पॉइंट एंड पॉइंट L should be in a same line. So I'll place my scale in such a way that all three, this point and this point fall in a same line. This becomes my first altitude. Is that clear? Okay. Don't forget to put a perpendicular sign and naming तभी दे दो. नेमिंग विल बी एट द परपेंडिकुलर. ये मेरा साइड का एक्सटेंशन था. ऑल्टीट्यूड विल बी परपेंडिकुलर ओवर हियर. ओके नाउ आई एम ड्रॉइंग ऑल्टीट्यूड फ्रॉम पॉइंट N. अभी फ्रॉम पॉइंट N आई वांट परपेंडिकुलर ऑन विच साइड. साइड ऑफ द ट्राइंगल इज LM. तो ये LM के ऊपर परपेंडिकुलर चाहिए. इज दैट क्लियर? अभी सपोज इफ आई कीप माई कंपास पॉइंट ऑन पॉइंट N, ये साइड इफ आई ड्रॉ एन आर्क वो तो साइड के ऊपर जाएगा लेकिन ये साइड बाहर जा रहा है. ओके तो क्या करेगा, फर्स्ट आई नीड टू एक्सटेंड दिस साइड. दिस साइड आई एक्सटेंड इट. ओके नाउ आई स्टार्ट ड्रॉइंग आर्क्स फ्रॉम पॉइंट N. आई विल ड्रॉ आर्क्स. लेट्स से दिस इज माई फर्स्ट आर्क, this is my second arc. Then using these two arcs I will draw two more intersecting arcs. So keeping your compass point over here more than half. नहीं समझता है तो दूसरे arc तक extend करो, slightly less than that. Okay, let's say this is your one arc, then this is your second arc, then ये वापस ये arc के ऊपर रखा, intersect the previous arcs. ये एक इधर, ये एक इधर. ना इफ आई गो टू सी मेरे आर्क्स इंटरसेक्ट नहीं हुए, इन दैट केस व्हाट आई डू, आई कीप माई कंपास पॉइंट ओवर हियर एंड मेक द आर्क्स इंटरसेक्ट. तो नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो आर्क, ये आर्क और ये जो आर्क था ना मेरा, ओके, दीज आर यूजलेस आर्क्स. In that case, you are supposed to erase them because I have drawn the arcs using a pen. I cannot erase it. Okay, but these additional arcs which are not required, you have to erase. I am making use of a whitener so that it looks neat. Since you will be drawing it with pencil, आप लोगों को ये problem नहीं आएगा. अभी this point and this point should fall in a straight line. So I arrange my scale in such a way that ये देखो, ये point और ये point same line में. I draw this. Perpendicular sign किधर आएगा? Perpendicular sign will be at the intersection with the side. तो ये मेरा side है, ये मेरा altitude है, intersection इधर है, perpendicular will come here. Is that clear? And this point I'll call it as point B. Now if I go to see, L से altitude हो गया, N से हो गया. Now I want altitude from N, from M. From M I need a perpendicular on side LN. Okay, so what I'll do? From point M, okay, I'll draw two arcs on LN and इधर extension का ज़रूरत नहीं है. If I go to see, okay, look here. Okay, one arc over here, then second arc over here. Clear? Then using these two arcs, I'll draw two more intersecting arcs, more than half leke. This is first, this is first, this is second. Then keep your compass point over here on the second arc. This is your first arc, this is your second arc. Now look here. ये तीनों पॉइंट सेम लाइन में आना चाहिए. कौन सा तीनों पॉइंट? ये वाला वर्टेक्स एंड द 2 पॉइंट. लेकिन मेक श्योर दैट ये जो ऑल्टीट्यूड है ये मैं बैक साइड एक्सटेंड करने वाला हूँ एंड इट शुड पास थ्रू द सेम पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन. अकॉर्डिंगली यू शुड एडजस्ट योर स्केल इन सच अ वे दैट दिस पॉइंट, दिस पॉइंट, दिस पॉइंट एंड दिस पॉइंट, ऑल फोर शुड बी इन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग देम इन स्ट्रेट लाइन मीन्स यू हैव डन सम मिस्टेक इन द कंस्ट्रक्शन पार्ट. ओके, सो इन माई केस all the three altitude meet at a single point. Perpendicular sign किधर आएगा? This is your altitude, this is your side, intersection पे you will put a perpendicular and this is your point C. Orthocenter, they are telling us to name it by point O. Understood? This becomes your entire construction. Now you will see over here that segment which is your first altitude L से लेके A तक. So seg LA. Then second altitude N से लेके B तक, you have to go only up till the intersection with the side. So seg NB. And third altitude is M से लेके C तक. So seg MC are altitudes and point O is orthocenter. ओके, ये जो पार्ट मैंने लिखा है यू हैव टू राइट दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट यूजिंग पेन. ओके, रेस्ट एवरीथिंग जितना भी नेमिंग किया है, ये एनालिटिकल फिगर, एंटायर डायग्राम शुड बी डन यूजिंग पेंसिल ओनली. आई होप दिस सम इज क्लियर. Again a note, whenever question is on obtuse angle triangle, start from right side of the page. Okay, chalo, now let's go to the next question. Now see, question number 5 says what? Draw a right angle triangle XYZ, draw its medians and show their point of concurrence as G. Okay, right angle triangle, उसका medians बनाने का है. So now students, again I repeat, I am drawing all the diagrams with pen only for better clarity. You have to draw each and every diagram using pencil only. Okay, चलो. Now सबसे पहले right angle triangle XYZ. The size of your analytical figure which I am doing over here, it should be roughly 6 to 7 lines of your notebook. Okay, analytical figure में कोई measurement नहीं होता है. Right angle triangle बोला है, so this is a right angle triangle. So this is X, this is Y, this is Z. Show that marking that it is a right angle triangle. So this 90-degree sign over here. Now I want to draw median. Median क्या होता है? From the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So let's assume this is your midpoint. You're not supposed to take a scale and actually go to see midpoint किधर आएगा. Approximate midpoint will do. ओके ये मिड पॉइंट को मैंने कनेक्ट किया, ये मेरा फर्स्ट मीडियन हो गया. देन फ्रॉम द वर्टेक्स टू द मिड पॉइंट ऑफ द ऑपोजिट साइड, लेट्स से इसका मिड पॉइंट इज दिस. फॉर एग्जांपल थर्ड मीडियन जब भी बनाते हो, मेक श्योर दैट इट हैज टू पास थ्रू द सेम पॉइंट बिकॉज द मीडियंस हैज टू बी कंकरेंट. कंकरेंट मतलब देयर पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन शुड बी सेम. ओके क्लियर? दिस इज योर थर्ड मिड पॉइंट. नाउ point of concurrence of the medians is G. So this point I'll call it as G. G becomes the centroid. And medians you can name anyhow. I name A over here, B over here, C over here. As I've told you in the previous median ka sum also, that to locate the midpoint you need to draw a perpendicular bisector. So and perpendicular bisector you will be drawing using a dotted line. So first perpendicular bisector that I am showing over here, this is with dotted line. Don't forget to put a perpendicular sign, and bisector sign obviously will come everywhere because midpoint hai. Only then you can say that XA, ZC and YB are the medians. Now ये जो perpendicular bisector है, it is going to come for all the three sides, but in analytical figure drawing it only for one side should be sufficient. नीचे you will write analytical figure. This analytical figure that you write should be written using pencil, and please underline that using a scale. Okay, now I start with my fair figure. Fair figure में as you know सबसे पहले you will draw a right angle triangle. Okay, so this is your right angle triangle, students. Size of the diagram around 7 to 8 lines for fair figure in your notebook should be sufficient. Now triangle ka naming X, Y, Z. It is a right angle triangle, so I put a perpendicular sign. Now suppose if I want to draw the first median, then from X I need to take the midpoint of YZ. अभी midpoint का मतलब ये नहीं है, आप लोग स्केल से ये मेजर करोगे इधर से इधर. let's say it is coming 5.8 centimeters, so 2.8 is half of it and directly mark the midpoint. It is not allowed. Okay, the only way to locate the midpoint using proper construction is you are supposed to draw a perpendicular bisector. अभी perpendicular bisector कैसे बनाने का, again I repeat. Now I am drawing perpendicular bisector of YZ to get the midpoint of YZ. जिस segment का perpendicular bisector बनाने का रहता है, you will make use of end points of that particular segment. Okay, now I keep my compass point on point Z. Okay, more than half नहीं समझता है तो y तक लेके जाओ, slightly less than that. एंड जब भी perpendicular bisector बनाते हो, साइड के ऊपर एक भी आर्क नहीं आना चाहिए. Directly you will draw one arc up, another arc down. Then to cut these arcs, now I locate at point Y, either and either. Now if I go to see my arcs are not getting intersected, I again go to my point Z and I cut my arcs. Okay, now if I go to see this arc is of no use, so what you do, take a eraser and erase it. Because I have done it with pen, I don't have that option, so I am making use of whitener. Clear? And जो additional arc रहता है ना students, okay, it is better if your arcs are smaller. Diagram will look neat. Is that clear? Now this point and this point you just need to connect them. That will become your first perpendicular bisector. The only reason to draw perpendicular bisector over here is to locate the midpoint of the segment. Wherever your perpendicular bisector intersects the side, that point will be the midpoint. So this I call it as point A. In analytical figure अगर ये 2 lines का marking है, इधर भी 2 lines का marking है. Now you got the midpoint. Median क्या होता है? Vertex to the midpoint of opposite side. So point X and point A I connected. This becomes your first median. Is that clear? Okay. Now I suppose if I want to draw a median from Z on XY, उसके लिए मेरे को XY का मिड पॉइंट चाहिए. एंड टू गेट मिड पॉइंट ऑफ XY आई विल ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ XY. टू ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ XY आई विल मेक यूज ऑफ पॉइंट X एंड पॉइंट Y to draw the arcs. I keep my compass point on point X, approximately more than half, cut one arc this side and second arc cut it on the other side. Then using this point cut the previous arcs, एक ये side और second arc this side. Now if I go to see over here, ये side मैंने जो arc बनाया है ना intersect नहीं हो रहा है, तो again go back to your point X and make it intersect. Is that clear? ये जो additional arc है, you will be erasing that arc. Otherwise the diagram will look very untidy. Is that clear? Don't draw bigger arcs. Okay, now this point and this point is the intersection point of the two arcs. I connect them using a dotted line. That will become my perpendicular bisector. Is that clear? Okay, so don't forget arrows, perpendicular sign over here, and bisector का here I will do 3 lines का marking, 3 lines का marking. Clear? Midpoint, this is the midpoint which I call it as point C. Midpoint आने के बाद median के लिए क्या करने का? You just need to connect the vertex and the midpoint. So this vertex and this midpoint I connect them. Is that clear? Okay. Now I have drawn median from X, from Z. Y से बाकी है. Now Y से in order to draw the median, I need to get the midpoint of XZ. To get midpoint of XZ, I need to draw perpendicular bisector of XZ. So keeping your compass point on Z, approximately more than half. Okay, I draw one arc. Okay, triangle के बाहर जाएगा तो भी चलेगा. One arc this side, second arc this side. Then keep your compass point on X. Intersect the previous arcs. Okay, अभी ये previous arc इधर आ गया. So again keep it over here. Make your previous arc intersect. And जो additional arc मैंने बनाया है, you will be erasing it. Arcs which are not required should not be there. मैं क्या करता हूँ, ये जो मैंने Y letter का naming किया था ना, because it is intersecting with the arcs, I'll write Y somewhere else. Okay, this arc is a slightly bigger, so I shorten it by erasing it. Is that clear? Okay, चलो. Now I got my point of intersection किधर है? ये point और ये point. I connect them. So this point and this point I am connecting them using a straight line. Is that clear? Vertex से pass होना compulsory नहीं है. Your perpendicular bisector may not pass through the opposite vertex. So I draw a dotted lines, arrows on both the sides. Okay, put a perpendicular sign over here and midpoint single marking. Is that clear? And इधर जो ये जो median मैंने बनाया है, wherever it cuts the side, that will be the midpoint which I call it as point B. Okay, now this Y and midpoint I need to join. अभी इधर आपको midpoint exactly समझ में नहीं आएगा because there are many things that are drawn over here. But you know all the 3 medians should be concurrent. तो मैं क्या करेगा? Keep my point over here and median का point of intersection से pass होना चाहिए ना, तो I just draw a straight line. वो midpoint से ही आएगा. Is that clear? Okay, so this YB becomes your third median and this point of intersection I call it as point G. नीचे क्या लिखोगे? All the 3 medians you need to name now. So sec XA, comma sec YB and sec ZC are the medians of triangle XYZ and their point of concurrence is point G. Is that clear? Okay, this completes your analytical figure and your fair figure. ये portion जो मैंने लिखा है should be written with pen. Rest everything should be done with pencil only. Perpendicular bisector should be done with dotted lines. Fair figure में all the 3 perpendicular bisectors will come. In analytical figure only 1 perpendicular bisector is sufficient. Clear with this? Chalo, now let's go to the next question. Okay, now see question number 6 says what? Draw an isosceles triangle. Draw all of its median and altitude. Write your observation about their point of concurrence. Now, this is the only question जिधर medians and altitudes दोनों बनाने बोला है. And write your observation about their point of concurrence. Now, student, this is a very special sum. मैं फेयर डायग्राम आपको पहले बताता हूँ सो दैट यू कम टू नो कि एनालिटिकल फिगर कैसे आएगा. ओके, नाउ इन योर फेयर फिगर फर्स्ट आई नीड टू कंस्ट्रक्ट एन आइसोसेलेस ट्राइंगल. अभी आइसोसेलेस ट्राइंगल कैसे कंस्ट्रक्ट करेंगे देखो. यू टेक अ बेस एनी लेंथ. ओके, द ओनली थिंग इज दैट द टू वर्टिकल साइड शुड बी कॉन्ग्रुएंट. तो मैं क्या करेगा ऑन टू गेट कॉन्ग्रुएंट साइड ऑन योर कंपस यू टेक एनी मेजरमेंट. जरूरी नहीं है टेक इट एग्जैक्टली इक्वल टू दिस, दैट विल बिकम एन इक्विलैटरल ट्राइंगल. सपोज इफ आई टेक लाइक दिस एनी मेजरमेंट, ओके, एंड इधर से कट विद द सेम थिंग. in that case, okay, this triangle becomes an isosceles triangle, okay, where these two sides will be congruent. मैंने क्या किया, बेस बनाया, then इधर से any measurement I draw an arc, same measurement इधर रख के I draw an arc, so these two sides become congruent. Naming of the triangle is not given, you can take your own naming. I call it as A, B, C. Again I repeat students, I am drawing all the diagrams with pen only for better clarity. You are supposed to draw everything in pencil, even the naming should be done in pencil. सबसे पहले we talk about let's talk about the altitudes first. अभी altitudes बनाने के लिए क्या करेंगे, okay, from A if I want to draw an altitude on BC, तो मैं क्या करेगा, keeping your compass point on A, okay, I'll draw arcs on BC. This is first, this is second. Then using these two arcs I'll draw more two intersecting arcs. So this is your first arc, this is your second arc. Then keep your compass point over here. This is your first arc, this is your second arc. Clear? Then this point and the two intersecting points of arc should be in a straight line. Position your scale in such a way that all three fall in a straight line. Connect them. This becomes your first altitude. So I put a perpendicular sign. Clear? Now suppose if I want to draw perpendicular from B on AC, तो मैं क्या करेगा, I'll keep my compass point on B, okay, on AC I will draw two arcs. So this is your first arc, this is your second arc. If I go to see my second arc is going outside, it is okay, we have seen that in the previous sum. अगर बाहर जाता है, not to worry, what you need to do, okay, since this C is getting cut, I'll erase that C and I'll write C somewhere else, okay. Now over here, since ये वाला आर्क बाहर जा रहा है, मैं क्या करेगा इधर से, now I am drawing this arc and since it is going outside the side, okay, ये साइड को I can extend it further. This I have told you, altitude के sum में it is possible that you might need to extend the side. This is your point C. Okay, now using these two arcs I'll draw more two intersecting arcs. This is your first point. दूसरे आर्क तक लेकर जाने का slightly less than that. Basically I am taking more than half. Okay, this is my first arc, this is my second arc. Keep your compass point over here. Now your previous arc is not getting intersected. ये चीज़ मैंने आपको पहले भी सिखाया है. क्या करने का, go back to your previous point, okay, and इसको extend करो. Extend किया and जो बचा हुआ आर्क है you can erase it. Okay, since I don't have an option of erasing, I'm using a whitener, but you will be making use of eraser. बाद में क्या करने का, 3 points. Which 3 points? Point B and ये जो intersection वाला point है, all three should fall on a straight line. So look here, all three falling on a straight line. Connect them. This becomes your altitude. Is that clear? Put a perpendicular sign. Now third altitude के लिए क्या करेंगे, from point C I need a perpendicular on AB. तो using your point C I will draw two arcs on AB. So first over here, second over here. This is first point, this is your second point. Then using these 2 points I'll draw more two intersecting arcs. This is your first point, this is your second point, then this point over here, over here and over here. Since इधर बरोबर से इंटरसेक्ट नहीं हुआ, go back to your previous point जिधर से आर्क बनाया था and just extend it slightly. Clear? Now join them. 3 points should fall in a straight line. Which 3 point? Your C point and ये intersection वाला. तो if I go to C, it also passes through the same point of intersection of the altitudes. Okay? Perpendicular sign over here. Clear? ये तो मेरा हो गया तीनों ऑल्टीट्यूड. अभी क्वेश्चन में तीनों मीडियंस भी बनाने बोला है. ओके, नाउ मीडियंस हाउ आई विल ड्रॉ, लेट्स पे अटेंशन. ओके, अभी मीडियन के लिए मैंने याद है आप लोगों को बोला था यू नीड टू लोकेट द मिड पॉइंट. टू लोकेट द मिड पॉइंट व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. सपोज फ्रॉम ए इफ आई वांट अ मीडियन ऑन बी सी, I need to first locate midpoint of BC. To locate midpoint of BC, I will first draw perpendicular bisector of BC. So, keeping your perpendicular bisector of BC के लिए you will make use of point B and point C. When you draw perpendicular bisector, side के ऊपर एक भी arc नहीं आएगा. Just approximately more than half. Okay. I draw one arc here, second arc over here, and now keep it on point B, one arc here, second arc here. If I go to C, ये मेरा नया इंटरसेक्शन का पॉइंट था आर्क्स का. इवन इफ आई ड्रॉ अ लाइन इट इज गोइंग टू you can say overlap the altitude. So this altitude is also the perpendicular bisector. Put a bisector sign. Is that clear? And ये मेरा मिड पॉइंट हो जाएगा. दिस मिड पॉइंट यू कैन नेम एनीथिंग. आई एम कॉलिंग इट एज पॉइंट P. मीडियन कैसा आएगा? फ्रॉम A to the midpoint of opposite side. Even if I connect it, can I say it lies on the altitude, it lies on the perpendicular bisector. So median, altitude and perpendicular bisector for an isosceles triangle drawn on the base will overlap. तो इधर कुछ अलग से segment बनाने का ज़रूरत नहीं है, but these arcs need to be shown. Okay, so I have drawn this AP. AP acts as median also as well as altitude. Let's mark this as Q and R. Okay, now I am drawing median on AC. अभी AC के ऊपर मीडियन बनाने के लिए B से I need to connect the midpoint of AC. तो first I'll draw, I'll locate midpoint of side AC. To locate midpoint of side AC, I need to draw perpendicular bisector of AC. कैसे करेंगे? C point के ऊपर रखेंगे. As I told you, for perpendicular bisector, you are not going to draw any arcs on the side directly. Okay, let's take one point over here, second arc over here. Then using point A, I'll try to intersect the previous arc. One over here, second over here. ये तो बरोबर से intersect हो गया. इधर intersection नहीं हुआ तो C के ऊपर जाके just extend it. अगर arc ज़्यादा बड़ा लगता है immediately erase it that time only. Otherwise it will become too confusing later on. Perpendicular bisector you are going to draw with dotted lines only. So over here, this is your first point of intersection, second point of intersection. I draw a dotted line passing through both of them. Okay, arrow over here, arrow over here. Wherever this is your perpendicular bisector sign. Okay, this is your midpoint. This midpoint and B I need to connect. So I connect this two. Okay, clear? ये हो गया मेरा मीडियन. नेम इट एज एनीथिंग. A, B, C are used, P, Q, R is used, so I make use of point L over here. अभी कितना मीडियन हो गया? ये एक हो गया, ये एक हो गया. Now I need to draw median from C on AB. For that I need to locate midpoint of AB. So I'll draw perpendicular bisector of AB. अभी AB का perpendicular bisector कैसे आएगा? Keep your compass point on A, approximately more than half. One arc this side, second arc this side. Is that clear? Then keeping your compass point on B, try to intersect the previous arc. अभी ये वाला arc intersect नहीं हुआ तो मैंने इधर एक arc बनाया. ये वाला भी intersect नहीं हुआ, इधर एक arc बनाया. Go back to your point A and make your previous arc intersect. ये हो गया. इधर भी मैंने extend किया. जो additional arc है immediately erase. This arc is useless, so I erase it first. Is that clear? Okay, now which were your intersecting arcs? This and this. Keep a scale in such a way that a straight line passes through that. Okay, draw dotted line. Perpendicular bisector should be done only with dotted lines. Okay, perpendicular sign over here, 3 lines used for bisector, 2 lines used. Here I'll put a single marking. ये मेरा बाइसेक्टर का साइन हो गया. इज दैट क्लियर? दिस इज योर मिड पॉइंट. कुछ भी नेमिंग कर सकते हो. लेट्स कॉल दिस पॉइंट एज एम. ऑपोजिट वर्टेक्स आई नीड टू कनेक्ट इट, सो आई कनेक्ट इट. ओके, ना इफ आई गो टू सी, मेरे 3 ऑल्टीट्यूड किधर इंटरसेक्ट हुए थे? इधर. दैट आई नेम इट एज पॉइंट ओ. एंड मेरे तीनों मीडियन किधर इंटरसेक्ट हुए? इधर. दैट आई नेम इट एज पॉइंट जी. ओके, अभी दे आर आस्किंग फॉर योर ऑब्जर्वेशन. अभी ऑब्जर्वेशन कैसे लिखने का देखो. फर्स्ट आई विल से मीडियंस कौन सा है? योर सेगमेंट AP is your first median, comma, then BL is your second median, segment CM is your third median. Altitudes कौन सा है? Which are the 3 altitudes that you have? Seg AP is your first altitude, then segment second altitude B से perpendicular on opposite side BR वाला है, तो seg BR is your second altitude and C से लेके perpendicular CQ है, तो CQ. These are the 3 medians, these are the 3 altitudes. Then observation about their point of concurrence. So I'll say my centroid is point G and orthocenter is point O, and both lies in the interior of triangle ABC. This becomes your observation. ओके, ये मेरा ऑर्थो सेंटर है, ये मेरा सेंट्रॉइड है. क्लियर? ओके, यूजुअली टीचर्स शुड नॉट बी आस्किंग you all to draw median and altitude in the same diagram. You can see how confusing the sum looks like, but if it comes like this, this is the diagram that is expected. But usually they will be asking you medians in a separate diagram and altitudes in a separate diagram. That depends on your school teacher. Okay, chalo, now let's go to your question number 7. Okay students, now question number 7 is not your construction sum, it is a theory question. See how it is to be solved. Question says what? Point G is centroid of triangle ABC. Details are given and then the diagram is given. Question में लिखा है fill in the blanks, लेकिन खाली blanks में अगर आप लोग आंसर लिखोगे it is not allowed. You have to solve the entire sum. Okay, now for solving this sum, first let's try to understand the concept of centroid. Let's say that G is centroid of triangle ABC. आप लोग बोलोगे centroid is point of intersection of median, तो ये दूसरा 2 median मैंने बनाया नहीं है, but let us assume if all the 3 medians are drawn, they will meet at point G. So G becomes the centroid. Property of centroid is centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. अभी ये property का क्या मतलब होता है? Look here. This AP is your median. This centroid is dividing your entire median into 2 parts. Which 2 parts? AG and GP. Property says the ratio of their length should be 2:1. इसका मतलब AG upon GP. Your answer is always going to be 2/1. Now when I say that the ratio is 2/1, it does not mean that AG is always going to be 2 centimeter and GP is always going to be 1 centimeter. Okay, AG 2 GP 1 ऐसा नहीं है. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Suppose if AG let's say is 12 centimeter for an example, GP let's say is 6 centimeter. अगर मैं रेशियो लेगा 12/6, answer is what? 2/1. Means in reduced form. So what they want to tell us is कि ये जो सेंट्रॉइड है ना, मीडियन को जो 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड करता है, उसका रेशियो इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू कम एज 2/1. प्रॉपर्टी समझ में आया? ओके, नाउ यूजिंग दिस प्रॉपर्टी, व्हाट आर द फॉर्मूला और व्हाट आर द इक्वेशंस दैट यू कैन राइट? फर्स्ट लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. ये मैंने फर्स्ट पार्ट लिखा, AG upon GP is 2/1. And also remember students, ये AG ऊपर है, GP नीचे. टू पार्ट्स कौन सा है? देयर आर टू पार्ट. ये AG है, ये GP है. जो पार्ट ट्राइंगल के वर्टेक्स से चालू होता है ना, दैट करस्पॉन्ड्स टू टू पार्ट. एंड जो साइड से चालू होता है, दैट करस्पॉन्ड्स टू वन पार्ट. तो इफ आई राइट GP upon AG, your answer is not 2/1. Okay, GP मतलब वो साइड से चालू हुआ. Okay, that corresponds to one part. AG वर्टेक्स से चालू होता है, that corresponds to two parts. So in this case the ratio will be 1/2. So it depends कि which are the sides that you are taking in the ratio. Clear? Okay, ये हो गया second equation. You can also say that AG is 2/3 of AP. अभी ये कैसे आया? Look here. I am telling you that AG upon GP is 2/1. Means this corresponds to two parts. This corresponds to one part. Total कितने पार्ट हुए? 2 + 1 3 parts. Means your entire AP consists of 3 parts. उसमें से can I say AG corresponds to 2 parts? So I say AG corresponds to 2 parts out of 3 parts of your entire AP. अगर मेरे को खाली GP का इक्वेशन लिखने का है, I can write GP corresponds to how many parts? GP corresponds to one part out of total 3 parts of AP. तो तीनों में से कौन सा यूज होगा? It depends on the sum. That ये डिटेल में इक्वेशन कैसे यूज करने का वो मैं सम में सिखाएगा. लेकिन ये इक्वेशन आए किधर से समझ में आया? It is because of the property of centroid that it divides the median in the ratio 2:1. So if you are taking the two parts, 2/1, ये वाला फॉर्मूला. If you are taking only AG, it will be 2/3 of entire AP, and if you are taking GP, it will be 1/3 of entire AP. Now, using this property, let's see how to solve the sum. Okay, now first part says what? That length of RG is given in the question as 2.5, and whenever any length is given, if centimeter, meter, nothing is specified, you have to write units. अभी डायग्राम में देखो, RG किधर है? ये RG है. This is your GC. G is your centroid. Which median they are talking about? They are talking about median CR. And which other two parts involved? GR involved है and GC involved है. So can I say two parts of the median are involved? So I'll make use of that formula which will have GR and GC. Is that clear? अभी लिखोगे कैसे देखो. I'll say G is centroid of triangle ABC, and which median I am talking about? CR, and CR is median. Write the property of centroid. I'll say centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Therefore, now which are the two parts of your median? AKCG, AKRG. I have to start from the vertex CG का CG upon ये क्या है? GR और RG. RG is equal to 2/1. अभी इसका और क्या इक्वेशन में लिख सकता हूं? सपोज अगर मेरे को GC एंड CR का इक्वेशन लिखने का रहता, I would have written GC मतलब this portion. Can I say it is 2/3 of entire median CR? Okay, so this is one possibility. Suppose अगर मेरे को खाली GR का इक्वेशन लिखने का था, GR is 1/3 of entire CR. So it basically depends कि क्वेश्चन में डेटा क्या दिया है. अभी इधर CG और GC, because क्वेश्चन में GC लिखा है, even we call it as GC. क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में GC पूछा है, RG दिया हुआ है, I am making use of this. अगर मैंने GC का इक्वेशन अगर डायरेक्टली लिखेगा, I don't have length CR, so you cannot get the answer like that. Okay? So for every median there are 3 formula. Among the 3, which to use, it depends on the question. Now if I substitute the value, GC we don't know, GC I keep it as it is. RG कितना दिया है? 2.5 is 2/1. So GC ये 1 इधर आ जाएगा, 2.5 उधर चले जाएगा, 2 into 2.5 2 into 2.5, you can say length of GC is 5 units. Box it up using scale and pencil. Clear? Now let's see the second part. Second part में क्या है? Length BG is 6, length BQ is asked. Look here, ये BG है और BQ is the entire thing. So which two things are involved? BG involved है and पूरा BQ involved है. तो इधर में वो रेशियो 2/1 यूज करके there is no point. I have to talk about BG and BQ. Okay? कैसे लिखोगे देखो. You can first write centroid divides median in the ratio 2:1. Therefore, now BG दिया हुआ है, BQ पूछा है. BG, now BG starts from where? Can I say BG starts from the vertex of the triangle, should corresponds to 2 parts out of total 3 parts of BQ. So which two things I'm getting into picture? The two things that they are talking about over here. Now you substitute BG के जगह पे I'll write 6 is 2/3 into BQ. My unknown quantity is on the right side. So entire equation you can reverse. 2/3 into BQ is equal to 6. जब भी रिवर्स करते हो ना, nothing changes. जो ये साइड लेकर है वो ये साइड कॉपी करने का, जो इधर लेकर है वो इधर कॉपी किया. Now I am shifting the terms. BQ will be, ये 6 इधर ही है, ये 3 ऊपर जाएगा and this 2 will come down. 2 ones are 2 threes are. 3 into 3 will give you 9 units. This becomes your BQ. Understood? Okay. अभी next क्या है? Length AP. पूरा median दिया हुआ है and they are asking for AG. तो what I'll do? I'll make use of that formula जिसमें AG आएगा and AP आएगा. Okay? So third part में again I write that property. Now I'm not writing that entire property again. You have to write it. Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Now look here. AP AG. AP पूरा है, AG ये वाला पार्ट है. It starts from the vertex. So I'll say AG is equal to 2 parts out of 3 parts of AP. Substitute 2/3 into AP कितना है? AP is 6. 3 ones are 3 twos are 3 ones are 3 twos are 2 twos are 4 units. Clear? Now ये हाईलाइट किया. अभी मेरे को नेक्स्ट क्या पूछा है? जीपी पूछा है. जीपी ये वाला है एंड क्वेश्चन में एपी तो दिया हुआ है. तो जीपी करस्पॉन्ड्स टू हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स? जीपी साइड से चालू होता है. जो साइड से पार्ट चालू होता है दैट करस्पॉन्ड्स टू 1 पार्ट. सो 1 पार्ट आउट ऑफ 3 पार्ट्स ऑफ एपी. तो दिस विल बी 1/3 into 6. 3 ones are 3 twos are. Answer will be 2 units. This is your GP. अभी ये GP फाइंड करने का है ना, there is one more alternative over here. क्या alternative है? Look here. I can also say AG plus GP is equal to AP. Look here. AG और GP को अगर ऐड करेगा, will I get entire AP? Okay. Why am I using this? Because I already got AG. AG कितना है? 4. GP we don't know and AP it is given in the question as 6. So GP is equal to 6 minus 4. GP will be equal to 2 units. So whether you use this or you use this, दोनों का मतलब सेम होता है. Is that clear? You can use any method. So this entire sum was based on property of centroid. Centroid से 3 टाइप के इक्वेशन मिलते. कौन से 3 टाइप के इक्वेशन? If you take the 2 parts, take them in the ratio 2/1. If you take only 1 part and the entire median, तो इट विल बी 2/3 और 1/3. अगर आपने वर्टेक्स से चालू किया है तो 2/3 ऑफ एंटायर मीडियन, साइड से चालू किया है तो 1/3 ऑफ एंटायर मीडियन. ओके, विच अमंग द 3 फॉर्मूला टू बी यूज्ड? इट डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट इज गिवन एंड व्हाट इज आस्क्ड. Is that clear? So students, this completes your entire chapter number 4, that is altitudes and medians of triangle. Hopefully you understood everything. Okay? Hopefully you understood whatever I taught you today. If you like the content of the video, do like this particular video, and if you're here for the first time, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you get all the latest updates. Very soon I'll be back only for you with much more content. Till then, tata bye bye.